Hi, I'm Ben Sherlock.
I'm Luke Jamieson.
And this is Funny Talks with Ben and Luke. We welcome you, and we hope you have a good time. Hi. So, I mean, to be honest, no one really gives that much of a shit about the Oscars anymore.
No, it's all balls anyway.
I
mean, the Golden Globes were a load of shit. Because fucking Rami Malek, he won for drama.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
I don't understand why it was nominated. Oh, okay, obviously it's a true story and things like that. It's a bit of a drama, but...
I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
Yeah. I didn't... I just thought it was edited poorly. I think Spencer would have done a far best job.
Oh. Well, Spencer would have done a job today.
Because it was just like piece by piece by piece, but it was just like thrown a bit together.
Well, I think part of that might have been they had to change director. What are you drawing?
Just carry on.
It's fucking hard with this. What's going on? Yeah, they had Bryan Singer doing it, who it's been known for a long time, or it's at least been reported that.
Is he drawing your nose?
Oh, I think he fucking is as well. He has these sex parties where he invites a load of underage boys, like literally like 12 or 13, because
I think I know what he's doing. It's like, it's a penis and then he's going to turn it into a dog or something. It's like one of those, isn't it?
Right, well anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, that definitely is penis. Are you taking pictures of the various stages? And then you post it on Instagram? Yeah, people have to swipe through to see when it turns into a dog. Right, anyway, oh, what the fuck? What's that even, in terms of it being a penis, what's that supposed to be?
It's a fucking cat.
Look at that.
It's like a spunk bubble.
It's gonna be a cat. No, a rabbit. Yeah.
It's not, it's...
Sorry, we're like the most unproductive.
Okay, is that, like, that was the penis, but what's, those are the ears, but is that meant to be part of the penis as well?
Yeah.
For anyone that's just listening to the
it?
audio version, Spencer's
Like
decided
a
to
scraped
stand
off
up and
yeast
start drawing
infection.
a penis that's going to turn into an animal.
We should do this on drugs.
It's like a shitty magic. What's the thing called? Like a magic eye thing.
The drawing of the penis looks like good, and now this looks.
What the fuck is
that?
It's so lazy.
How do the balls turn into a dog?
No, it's a...
That's just a dog's face on a bell end.
We've drawn the veins.
Is it kneeling down?
Spencer, is it terrifying? Look at its face.
Leave me alone. I can't draw for shit.
Then why are you doing it?
Good.
Right.
Looks like someone from Adventure Time.
Oh, yeah.
What, Jake?
Not Jake, but he probably turned into something like that.
It's Paul, man.
It looks like it needs putting down.
Jake. Why are its arms so spindly and its legs are so fat and ball-like?
Because cats are like that.
That's not a cat.
That's definitely not a cat.
And why are you doing it like?
Why has it got such massive ears? No
Is it
cat in
like
the
a
world
phone?
looks like.
So people can see, like,
So
that it's a dick,
that's
and then it's
obvious
like a...
without the dotted lines.
Sorry, I ruined your...
I think you need to show that just so they get to see.
Yeah, can we? Or we can just, if you take a picture of it and just edit that in. Right, so we'll show Spencer's little work of art now.
Oh, I can't even see it on the screen.
Right.
You've got a
So
lot of editing to do.
Yeah.
you have to go and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're listening to the audio version. Spencer just drew a penis and then turned it into a dog.
You get back in your hole.
Sorry, intermission. I didn't think that would distract you, to be
I
honest.
suppose we can just leave it in.
Of course it would. If you're going to draw a massive penis right in my eyeline, of course it's going to distract you.
I
Kevin
think it's just
fucking
better
Hart.
than just keep going with everything.
I feel like that. So.
Yeah. Don't edit any of it. I'll just leave it. It's fine.
I was listening to...
It makes the videos longer anyway.
I was listening to, the other day to Mark Maron and Paul Rudd. And halfway, because he does it in his garage, he has people in for interviews. And you could hear someone with a lawnmower outside or something like that, or a leaf blower, and he was coming up.
Well, we're
And
doing a
then
lot better than him because we're in an actual studio.
Well, it's to be more intimate, I think. But shit, fuck me. Sorry, man.
What? And this isn't. We want no fucking room for anything.
They're all in fucking garage, like I said, moving my hands. But anyway, yeah, they just sat there and waited for the hum of this leaf blower to go away. And that was about 5 minutes of the episode. So, you know, at least we kept talking throughout this.
It's beautiful, Spencer.
They spent all the time trying to match the hum with their own voice. You're like, But you should give it a listen. The rest of it was quite a fascinating interview.
His fans can come listen to fucking this first.
Well, for all of our podcasts.
So he's drawing the fucking other one.
Yeah. Sit the fuck down now. Right. I feel like we've sort of said everything we need to say about Kevin Hart now.
Do you want to say that story then?
No.
You know what story I'm on about, don't you?
I don't know what story I'm about.
When he came into school with the stuff on
I
his
don't want
fingers.
What are you on about?
When he came into school with the stuff on his fingers.
That didn't happen. What are you on about?
Should I say?
You can, but then I'll say it's false.
Well, that's what I heard. Basically, his Christian girlfriend, and she never had sex or anything before, and he was like, "Oh, I don't think he forced. I don't think he's that much of a cunt." I mean, he forced himself on his dog.
Allegedly.
Legend has it. And he apparently fingered her, and she bled. And he came into school the next day, and you know, some dickheads go, "Oh, smell my fingers," or whatever. He went like that, but he still had the blood over his hands. In school the next day. I heard that was true.
No, what had happened was, I think he went to the pub later that day and still had dried blood on his hands, or something like that. Which is kind of fucked up.
Finger licking goodness.
That's Dave Chappelle in one of his Netflix specials. Yeah. It's like, he talks about the gynecologist, and he said, are they allowed to lick their fingers after the exam? He's like, it's like a good barbecue. I fucking love Dave Chappelle. Why don't we get him to host it?
I know. He's been in A Star Is Born as well. He'd probably
he'd probably be there.
Kevin Hart's just not been in any good films. That's why they've thrown him in.
Yeah.
So he's not biased.
Yeah, because when Chris Rock invited Dave Chappelle to the Oscars, he was talking about this, and he was like, "You see my movies? I never go to the Oscars." But this year he actually is in one. So there's going to be nominated for loads of them. So he'd be there anyway. But I doubt he'd get like a Best Supporting Actor one.
Best Director, best be fucking Bradley Cooper.
Oh shit, no, I was talking about fucking... Sorry, we'll get back to this. But I was in the middle of talking about Bohemian Rhapsody. And
more fingering stories.
I presume some fingering went on when Bryan Singer would have some underage boys over to his house for a big fuck fest. Because Bret Easton Ellis told this story. He's the writer of American Psycho and The Rules of Attraction, which is good. Because he's gay, and one of his boyfriends that he had once, consensual of age relationship, that is this boyfriend of his, had been to one of these parties when he was like 14. It's just Bryan Singer, director of X-Men and Valkyrie, preying on sexually confused boys. Bit like Kevin Spacey, but on a larger scale, because he had lots of them over at his house. So that's pretty fucked up. So when he was fired from Bohemian Rhapsody around the time of the Me Too movement because of his illness, and he was replaced by a guy named Dexter Fletcher, who hadn't raped anyone, as far as I know. I feel like he probably was shitting himself because of the Me Too movement, so he wasn't paying attention at work. He's like, "Fuck, I'm ruined," and he's not doing the next X-Men. So
didn't know they're making another one.
He didn't get much publicity. I feel like the bigger a star you were, the more publicity you got when all the Me Too stuff came out. You know, like Kevin Spacey is very famous, so he was more publicized.
Well, they tried to get Cliff Richard.
Yeah, no. But he's been,
in all fairness,
but that was back in U-Tree, wasn't it? That was like the Jimmy Savile era.
But I think it was mainly because he's doing like fucking calendars and he's wearing like a fishnet vest. I mean, if I was pointing fingers, I go, he's definitely fucking some kids. Well, a lot of newspapers immediately did say that, and that's why. Well, the police came to his house and he's like, "Oh, there you go. Yeah, come inside." I'm sure he's like. I'm sure he's said a few times.
No, he's been found to be totally innocent because
I don't trust him though.
I think it was BBC. I just automatically reported him to be guilty.
And
He's
Cliff
suing
Richard's
them.
shit anyway. What was he? Cliff Richard and the Wilburys or something? Travelling Wilburys.
That was Tom Petty, wasn't it? Oh wait, was Cliff Richard in the Traveling Wilburys? The Traveling Wilburys was
Cliff Richard and the...
Was it?
That's where it was. Or it was something.
The Traveling Wilburys was like George Harrison and Bob Dylan and Tom Petty and some guy from ELO.
Maybe Cliff Richard. I don't know.
There's a supergroup. I don't think Cliff Richard would be in a supergroup. It'd be a mediocre group then. But yeah, he's on a big tour now. Basically, the pay the legal fees against the BBC tour.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why Bohemian Rhapsody is a bit of a mess. I haven't seen it, but from the trailers, it seems like Rami Malek is actually really good at it.
Well, it was originally going to be Borat.
Oh no,
It's going to be Sacha Cohen Baron.
Baron Cohen.
Same difference. It's like the custard cream rule.
Is that how you read it when you're? Because you're dyslexic?
Well, I'm not reading here anyway. I was trying to remember, but my memory's poor.
Sacha Baron Cohen. I think he looks much more like Freddie Mercury than
I know.
Rami Malek.
But Rami Malek looks like he should have played him when he got the AIDS. Because he's like frail.
Yeah. Sacha Baron Cohen's taller and meatier.
Yeah.
Which is the Freddie Mercury body type. Plus, he wanted to do it because the film, as it is now, again, I've not seen it, but this is how it's been described to me. It's like a celebration of Queen. It's like a tribute, more of a, more than like a story or a character study. So there's no bad things in it. Whereas Sacha Baron Cohen wanted to show all sort of dimensions of him. Maybe some of his flaws or that kind of thing.
It's acting to start off with, because when he's got like the long hair before he gets in the band, he's like, "I'm not a packy," like that, and it's all teeth. I was like, okay, but he's not, all the fucking time. He's not a fucking horse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. But because Brian May and the likes of them were in charge of the film, they didn't want anyone's name being dragged through the mud, so they were like, Sacha Baron Cohen, you're out, because you're trying to make a real film here. That's not what I'm trying to do. Bring in Rami Malek, who's going to play the role, because it's an easy Oscar. But in all seriousness, I think I've not seen, but it looks like he plays it really well. Apart from being too small and doing, not a packy.
There's the bit where he meets his last partner, and he's like a waiter at one of the parties he was having, and he like plays with his arse. I'm not trying to ruin it, but it's just a bit, and he like plays with his arse, and he goes, "Fuck off, I'll fucking thump you." He's like, "Oh, I'm really, really sorry," and all that. And then he's like, he just kind of like forgets about it. It's like, "Call me sometime." I was like, "Oh, I'm sure that's how it went down." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not, you're paying me, so let's see how this goes.
I can imagine when Bryan Singer was in charge, that script went a bit differently. So anyway, I would love Dave Chappelle to host the Oscars. And it makes sense because of A Star Is Born. And if they insist on having a black person every year since the Black Oscars So White. When there was like...
Yeah, they're having
the
their hosts
things
black
like,
at the moment, but not nominating many.
Basically, yeah, because like Creed and Straight Outta Compton had come out, things like this. And like...
But Creed's not going to get any fucking Oscars.
I thought Creed was good. I thought it was... although I do feel like the best part of it was Sylvester Stallone. Not to sound like racist, because he was the only white guy involved, but he was good at playing like an aging Rocky. I've not seen the new one.
Is it out yet?
Yeah, it came out a few weeks ago. But I've heard it's good. But yeah, Creed, the one white guy, is nominated, and Straight Outta Compton, I think the script was nominated, which was probably written by white people. So then there was a big kickoff, like, why you win the award and white people. So they get Chris Rock in to host it. Now they're after...
Makes people buy cookies.
Now they're after Kevin Hart. But if they want black person, get Dave Chappelle. Or Eddie Murphy.
Or us. Well, not black, but
What are we going to do? Some minstrels.
We do a good job. I wouldn't read so good, but...
Yeah, well, we just improv it. We do this, but in front of millions of people. But yeah, I don't understand why Kevin Hart suddenly decides to start like playing the victim all of a sudden when he's clearly the one in the wrong. He just said some horrible things about gay people and refused to apologize about them, and then went on a gay woman's show and said, "Oh, I feel so sorry for myself, don't you, Ellen?" And she said, "Yeah, I do. I feel sorry that you've been victimized by these horrible
Yeah, but
gay
it just
people."
gets our viewers on. It gets our viewers to watch it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. But anyway, that just surprised me that she wasn't. But I suppose it's not that kind of show. Like, it's kind of a light show. It's not like she's not going to challenge him on air.
Well, she had presents and stuff underneath everyone's fucking chair. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all stuff from a shop. Oh,
Yeah.
Did you see that time when it was like, it was like, is that a fucking doorbell?
Fucking hell.
Matt, the fucking noise is coming out of this place.
Honestly, you might as well go and fucking record it in a zoo.
Yeah, go on
Yeah, I
then.
set that up. I'm going, Fully Talks with Melody in a zoo. It's the new one. It's the spin-off.
It was like a trust thing. It was like, oh, you're able to get, each fan's able to get one item from the Ellen DeGeneres shop. I mean, how far up your own arse are you?
Yeah.
Where it's like, you've got your own show, but with fucking merchandise.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose we
We
kind
wanna
of
get
do that
the-
anyway.
We want to get the t-shirts out there.
But she
uh,
focused on this one woman, and she was just going, "Oh, I'll have it." Nothing happened. Like, she,
What's going on here?
nothing. Just
Let's do a demonstration.
and she was like going, when no one else was around, like, "Oh, I'll have the cap, I'll have the fucking bath mat, whatever the fuck it was." And then she was like pointed her out. She was like, you just can't trust people like that, and like really laying into it. I was like, that's so fucking hard. I'm like, leave her the fuck alone.
Jesus.
I was like, you're not making a point. You're just looking more of a cunt than what she's doing because she took 3 items instead of 1.
So anyway, but
Not bad.
it's like a Noel's house party kind of light show. So she's not suddenly gonna start challenging Kevin Hart, being like, "You need to fucking apologize right now. My community will fucking destroy you," and all this, because it's not that kind of show. She's not David Frost.
the
She's not something
Homosexual community against the black community.
that would be quite the war, to be honest with you.
Whose side were you going?
I don't know. Well, what was it? What about gay black people? What would they do?
I know. It's like that.
Just kill themselves. Just have fights with themselves. But say like one fist says like homophobic slurs and the other one says racial stuff. Shit.
It's like In Bruges, which is a really good film by Martin
Donna.
McDonough.
Is it Donna?
It's Donna Doey or something like that. I don't
Donna
know.
Doey. McDonough Doey.
McDonough or McDoey.
I'm sure it's McDonough.
Either way, like really good film, and there's that dwarf, and he's like, "There's gonna be a
Those take fucking care.
there's gonna be a race war between the blacks and the whites," and he's like, "So what side are the Asians on?" And he's like, "The blacks." And he's like, "I'm gonna fight on the black side." And he's like, "You can't. It's decided for you." He's like, he's talking about karate. He's like, "Yeah, they're gonna know karate." He's like, "I'm definitely fucking fighting with the blacks."
That is a really good film. Every film he's done has been good because Seven Psychopaths is really funny and
Three
Billboards is
billboards.
good.
I'm glad that got finally won something.
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell's really good in it. Though.
Frankly, I feel like in Bruce should have got like Best Picture, and Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson each get a Best Actor.
I watched the I think it's called Six Shooter, which
Oh, it's a short film.
is a short film that won an Oscar. It was definitely nominated at least, and that was really good. That had Brendan Gleeson in, and just some guy, and he's telling this story about when his dad took him to the fucking cow fair or something, and it's like stomach was going up and down, and the guy hops over the wall. He's like, "Look," and he stabs it with a screwdriver in the stomach. And he's like, "Oh, look, it's natural gas," and he lights it coming out. He's like, "Look," and then it fucking obviously combusts and blows the fucking cow up all over him. He's like, "Oh, greatest day of my life." I'm like, "Oh, it's fucking sick, that isn't it?" Good film then.
Yeah. Oh. Um. Oh, it's Ralph Fiennes, isn't it? I was trying to think who else was in Bruges as the.
Oh, Harry.
Yeah.
You're an inanimate fucking object.
Then later, he's like, "I'm sorry, I called you an inanimate object."
I didn't mean it. When the Americans are they're asking Colin Farrell, he's like just sat on a bench. It's like, oh, which way is it? It's like the church. He's like, yeah, I don't know if you want to go up there. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, are you fucking joking? You're a bunch of fucking elephants. And the guy's just running after him. Like, get off me, fatty.
Because this guy's like getting exhausted running after him, and he's basically just walking.
Well, because he's like out of breath and things like that. Brendan Gleeson's like, oh, there's a lot of stairs. I don't know if you want to go for that. Because he's like thinking, oh, if he's wheezy, he's not going to like.
Yeah.
And she goes, fuck off.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, that's really good. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. I'm sure it's on Netflix. Fucking hell. That's supposed to be fucking soundproof. Gee, well, all right. Well, speaking of Netflix, let's talk about some of the things we've been binging, shall we?
Peaky Blinders. Big Mouth.
Big Mouth. Definitely watch Big Mouth. It's very fun.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I've watched all of them over like
Yeah,
2 weeks.
you were a bit late to the party, but
Yeah, but of
you didn't
course.
stop instantly. Yeah. I think you're
I'm
ahead
up
of
to
me.
date than
So
you, yeah.
I haven't seen the newer one. Because you've got a Mac, so if you go on Put Locker, you're not going to have to go and buy a new laptop later that day, whereas I've got a fucking PC, so I will.
Bullshit. The season finale episode, really good. Like it deserves an Emmy, I think.
That's they've never won one. I think they were nominated for like stunt coordination or something like that.
Well,
for when
What,
fucking
for Max?
Country Mac. Yeah. Or when Country Mac falls off his bike and dies.
But if you watch it, even if you just watch that, because I'm not going to ruin it, but there's like a dance performance, and it's actually really quite powerful. I thought anyway. I'm not trying to sound pussy, but it's actually really good. I thought it was a really good piece of media.
Okay. Well, it's supposed to be coming on Netflix like literally this week or
It's already on
sometime in
Netflix.
January. Is it?
Yeah.
The latest season?
Yeah.
It wasn't on there when I checked about 3 days ago.
I watched that episode again because I just thought it was really good.
All right. Well, I did watch Nick, your brother. He got me up on Foot Locker on his Mac and showed me the first few. So I've seen like half that season. But anyway, what's some of our other shows?
Are they listening to us and laughing?
Are they laughing at us?
Let's
What's with
fucking
this?
bring them all in then.
Was no one here a minute ago? And now we start recording and suddenly it's
Some
fucking...
cunt whistling, someone else laughing.
There's just some sort of a conversation going on.
As it gets later, like a lot of bands are going to start practicing.
How are they now?
This is why.
Well, someone needs to stand
I
outside
fucking
and tell
know
them to
that.
shut the fuck up. I didn't hit the mic that time.
No, you just sent the pop shields flying across the fucking room.
So yeah, like you've done 15 minutes worth at the minute. So if it does get too much,
I need a wee wee.
do you want to have a break now?
Shall we break?
I can.
Right?
I'll stop recording.
Dunno, shall we?
Right?
Alright.
Yeah, but she said I can
She
use
wants
it.
compensation.
She said I can use it.
When Matt first brought that in, I thought, I don't know if it's big enough for two, but it won't be big enough for two of me, but it fits you two on.
You're talking about the
Matt brought in the
Not
seat.
the thing, is it?
No, he brought in the seat for Spencer, and I thought, Emma's coming as well, where's she going to sit?
I mean, can we look at how much space he's got?
I-
How much space I've got.
Classic man spreading.
Have you seen that thing where it's like this woman and it was like she was like throwing bleach
Oh, yeah.
on guys?
Any man was legs like this.
Yeah, like they were just on the thing, just like reading newspaper. One guy was just sat like that, like normal,
She's got
and
this
then she
fucking-
just goes, "Tss," and he was like,
fake. That was an anti-feminism video. That's what it was made
It's
for.
water.
Oh, it was fake.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was like
because I wanted to just go hurt women after that.
just be with you and then-
So also-
I threw my mum down the stairs.
Damn Russian, the crazy.
It's like the Women's March. A load of Trump supporters showed up with signs that said rape Melania. So it's like, so you think, oh well, there's no validity there.
Do you just want a beanbag? I mean, I I kept them here because they make a lot of noise, but you can, if it's more comfy, just.
Wow.
You sure?
What were those words?
Well,
You sure?
I haven't moved on, not making noise. So. Unless it's John with a dick.
And that's off my
Right. I'm rolling again, so whenever you're ready.
Nice one, nice one.
Slap.
You talk about Netflix shows, I think.
We were, yeah.
What's the new episode now? Isn't it?
No, we'll mention the Punisher, and then we'll move on.
Mark, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, me all right.
Can you hear me?
That padding does fuck all. It's just a door. What would he put the actual doors in if we were playing them? Right, should we get crack-a-lacking?
Crap, I mean, clap.
Crap. Hold on.
Right,
Do it.
1, 2, 3.
Perfecto.
Wow.
That's what I wanted to do before. You fucked up the first clap. You came in after me.
Sammy.
Your inner metronome isn't working right. All right. The Punisher as well. We've been watching. With
No, we're gonna have another fingering story.
what do you want? First of all, right before we start, what other story are you talking about?
I was only joking that time.
Okay.
I said more off the cuff stuff, but that was a lie.
Yeah, but don't just go entirely off topic to make shit up. Right. Anyway, we're watching The Punisher on Netflix, which was sort of a spin-off of Daredevil, where John, how'd you pronounce his name? It's John it's spelt Bernthal,
Belushi.
but
John Belushi.
John Belushi.
John.
That's fucking
I know.
Frank Castle.
I know what you mean.
It's spelt Bernthal, but I doubt that's how you say it. I think it's like Bernthal, maybe like Orenthal, James Simpson. Yeah, either way, he's very good in it. I think.
When he's shooting, he just screams though.
We don't like that. Your dad doesn't like that.
Yeah, he didn't like that part.
But the way he says it is sort of like, because he is like an ex-serviceman, he says it as like, oh, well, when you're in like a military combat situation, you wouldn't run around with a gun going. "Ugh." But he never did that. You know, he was a pilot, so he was never running around like Rambo in some terrorist cell's like hideout. But I do see what he means. Like, you advertise yourself a bit if you run around screaming. But it's just cooler, isn't it?
I'm sorry, we're blowing you.
It just looks cooler. It sounds cooler for having running around, especially when he's like driving a knife into someone. He's going. Yeah, some of the violence in it is brutal, but I like that because that's what it's like in the comics. You know, the films that they've made. Wasn't John Travolta in one of them? He wasn't playing the Punisher. I think he played the villain.
Oh, no idea.
Well, he was previously played in a film by Thomas Jane from The Mist. But first of all, you know, like John Bernthal looks the part. You know, he's a big guy, whereas Thomas Jane, he doesn't. But also because it was like a film, they're trying to make it. They did the same thing with Ghost
like
Rider.
Rami Malek, AIDS-y.
Yeah, kind of an AIDS-y Frank Castle. But anyway, it's sort of like they did the same thing with Ghost Rider and with Daredevil when it was Ben Affleck. Because when it's a film, they want obviously the most people to come and pay to see it, so they try and get like a PG-13. But you can't have that. It's not that kind of character. It's like the darker characters, and especially the Punisher. Because what I like about the Punisher is he takes on like, he hasn't necessarily done it in the TV show yet, but he takes on like real world villains. Like there was one storyline in the comics where he takes on this group of like sex slavers. But I like the kind of thing because you know if it's like comic booky, like they're fighting aliens or something like that, it's kind of silly. I mean, it can.
It was
it's
more
fun,
realistic to follow anyway because
you're not really a superhero guy, are you?
not really. I mean, I enjoy the Avengers and stuff to watch, not for their artistic merits.
But yeah,
Don't spill.
I do prefer when things are more realistic.
I'm just watching it mainly because it's like I got great pants on. I know you're gonna fucking spill it. That's gonna
I'm not
happen.
gonna spill it.
So just
We've
say
got black
sorry now.
bits. I'll spill on the black bits.
That little
That's it.
fractions.
Yeah. if you make such off-key, off-the-cuff, hilarious remarks, I'm going to do a spit take anyway all over the fucking thing. It's going to turn them brown. Anyway, that was a good show. Season 2 coming out soon, so check it out. Thanks everyone for listening. We've just got a couple of quick shout-outs.
Yeah, Matt, our producer, sound mixer and engineer from Soundback Recording Studios.
Follow them on Instagram, soundback.recording.studio. Also, Spencer Cammayo, our trusty cameraman who's been filming us for the YouTube channel. You can find him on Instagram at Spencer Cammayo. Great photographer, photography whiz. If you want to hire him for weddings or whatever, he's great.
We've also got being brought to you by Gentleman Pictures as well, which is a production company we're part of as well with Spencer. You can go follow them on Instagram, and we've also got a YouTube channel, Gentleman Pictures, as well, and we usually put up a few projects every few months or something like that, so go give that a look as well, please. And also the website, gentlemanpictures.com, where there's blog, videos, anything, posters. Also my own website, ben-sherlock.com, not bensherlock.com, don't go to that, that's some cunt from Cheshire. It's ben-sherlock.com. You can find videos of performances. You can download audio of stand-up routines for free, which I could have charged you for, but I've decided to be generous and give it to you for free, so you're welcome. And also, you can follow Luke on Instagram. Yeah, at LukeJam17. He's not 17, and he wasn't born in 2017. Also, we have the only one I could get. Also, we have the YouTube channel Funny Talks with Ben and Luke that you can subscribe to, and you'll be able to see the episodes we post every week. So, thanks for listening. We hope to see you again. Well, we won't see you, but come back next week. Cheers. See ya. Bye. Thank you.